How's it going, guys? We have a medium difficult question for Immuno for step one. We've got a 1-year-old boy who's brought in from China. USMLE wants you to know that the word China instantaneously means unvaccinated status. You get a 10-line paragraph, nothing to do with vaccines. They say the family's from China. Right away, you know it's unvaccinated status. Very buzzy on USMLE. And then you have this recondite descriptor of T-independent antigen, a T-dependent one. You say, no fucking idea what that means. All right, well, I'll whip through and talk about this. I've discussed it in my Immuno PDF linked below and also in other YouTube clips. Which vaccine are we talking about? Let's whip through. Choice A, Bordetella pertussis, wrong fucking answer. So it's a killed vaccine. So pertussis, for USMLE, need to know it need not occur in pediatrics. They can give it to you in a 19-year-old. Not just a paroxysmal cough, but it can lead to post-tussive emesis, which is vomiting after a cough, hypoglycemia. It has a toxin that inhibits G-alpha I, G proteins, leading to an increase in CAMP because we're inhibiting the G-alpha I. It can cause reactive lymphocytosis where it looks like ALL. Exceedingly high yield is a differential in pediatric questions for 2CK. For instance, they'll give you an 8-year-old, leukocyte count 40,000, 90% lymphocytes, diagnosis ALL till proven otherwise. But they can give you the same kid, say that there's post-tussive emesis, the cough. They can say he's from China, and it's pertussis. Choice A, wrong fucking answer. Choice B, Clostridium tetani, wrong fucking answer. So it's a toxoid vaccine, same as diphtheria. Okay, so OID means looks like but ain't. Looks like a toxin, but it's not a toxin. It can be a piece of a toxin, it can be deactivated toxin, but tetanus normally inhibits presynaptic snare protein, decreases release of GABA and glycine, causing spastic paralysis. In contrast, Clostridium botulinum causes presynaptic release reduction of acetylcholine, leading to flaccid paralysis. Choice B, wrong fucking answer. Choice C, diphtheria, as I just said, it's a toxoid vaccine, same as tetany, so it's wrong, but this can cause a gray pseudomembrane in the posterior oropharynx, very buzzy, and it can also lead to myocarditis. I mean, those are just two factoids you can be aware of. Wrong fucking answer. Choice D, Hib, Haemophilus influenza type B, correct answer. So this recondite descriptor of T-independent to T-dependent, what you need to know for USMLE, I make this very clean and simple, okay? In order to be presented on an MHC molecule, you need to be proteinaceous in structure. So MHC molecules, you can't load anything that's just a lipid or just a carbohydrate, for instance. Now, you got the Haemophilus influenza type B, which is encapsulated. So you got this polysaccharide capsule, same as Neisseria meningitis, same as strep pneumo for the polysaccharide vaccine. And this cannot be presented on MHC molecules because it's just a polysaccharide. So we call it a T-independent antigen. Okay, you cannot generate a robust immune response. There's no presentation of MHC molecules to T cells. So what we do is we take the polysaccharide capsule from Haemophilus influenza type B and we conjugate it to a protein. And an example of this could be flagellin as a protein. Shows up on one of the NME exams. You get STEM students lose forest for the trees. They think you're memorizing flagellin as this important thing. It's not. They'll just list 4 answers that are not a protein. 1 answer that's a protein, flagellin. And if you conjugate this polysaccharide to a protein as a conjugated vaccine, holy shit, now it can be expressed in MHC molecules, can be presented to T cells, and we get a more robust immune response. That's what the USMLE wants you to know in very simple terms, okay? So Hib, Neisseria meningitis, and the conjugated vaccine for strep pneumo, those are examples of T-independent antigens that are converted into T-dependent ones as a result. And Haemophilus influenza type B, this causes epiglottitis and meningitis in the unvaccinated, okay? Don't confuse Haemophilus influenza type B with Haemophilus influenzae, full stop. Okay, if you don't write the type B, we call that Haemophilus influenza non-typable, which we don't vaccinate against. And that can cause sometimes otitis media after strep pneumo. If the USMLE asks you most common cause of otitis media, it's strep pneumo. But sometimes non-typable Haemophilus influenza can cause it. Sometimes non-typable Haemophilus influenza can cause pneumonia, okay, proclivity for COPD patients. But type B, holy shit, we vaccinate against, cause epiglottitis, meningitis, okay? So I'll tell you, a kid from China unvaccinated, and has a gram-negative rod causing meningitis, that's Haemophilus influenza type B as an example. So let's just whip to the final ones here. Hep B, wrong fucking answer. It's not a conjugate, a recombinant vaccine. Okay, so synthesized in a lab, the surface antigen, we make a recombinant vaccine against it. It's not a conjugated vaccine. Wrong fucking answer. Choice F, rotavirus, wrong fucking answer. So this is live attenuated. It's given orally. Okay, so rotavirus is the most common cause of watery diarrhea in children under the age of 5 who are unvaccinated. Choice F, wrong fucking answer. You know the deal. In 2 man more content on your subscription. Appreciate your time. That's it.